All right, let's look at this problem that you were looking at. It's 3-8, and in the problem, we have some employees. We have the table wants to know their earnings per week, the regular overtime premium, and the total. They want to know the total earnings for the 40th week, the FICA taxable earnings, the FICA, the income tax withheld, and the net earnings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work two of these. I'm going to work the Allen, who is a salary, and I'll work O'Clock, who is an hourly employee. So let's go over to the book. And the book tells us that Allen is the president. Now, most usually presidents don't earn an hourly wage, they earn a salary. And it tells us that he has earned $2,489 for the 40-hour week. And he has worked 40 hours for the week. So let's go ahead and put that in our table. $2,489. So he has earned $2,489 for the week. He didn't earn an overtime premium because he's salary and they don't get overtime. So that his total is going to be the exact same thing, 2,489. So what is his total earnings through the 40th week? Well, they tell us in the book that he has already earned $123,560. So what we're going to do is for up until the 39th week. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the $2,489 to the $123,560 that he has already earned for the week, for the year. So this is what his 40th work week is. Now, what is his FICA taxable earnings? This is where we go into the book and we go back to page 143. On page 143, it talks about FICA, and it tells us that due to the future uncertainty that surrounds the rate and the base rate, an arbitrary FICA tax rate of 8% will be applied to the first $120,000 of earnings on all discussions. Examples, problems in this text. Earnings beyond $120,000 will not be taxed. So if we go back to our problem, we notice that he is well above the 120,000. In fact, he has made $6,049 more than is required. So he doesn't have to pay FICA taxable earnings, and he doesn't pay FICA. So that's zero. Well, how much income tax is withheld? If we go back to our book on page 172, it tells us that Allen had $488 withheld from his income tax. So we go back to the problem and we put $488 in there. So what is his net earnings? His net earnings is going to be the total amount that he earned minus the income tax withheld. So he has a total earnings of $2,001. Well, what about O'Clock? O'Clock is an hourly employee. And if we go back to the book, it tells us that O'Clock earns $500 for a 40-hour week. But he has worked 48 hours. So if we bring up our calculator, we need to figure out how much money he has actually earned. So he earns $500 for a 40-hour week. If we divide that by 40, we notice that he has earned $12.50 every hour. If we multiply that by the 8 hours that he worked extra, it's going to give us $100. If we add that $100 to the $500 that he earned for the 40-hour week, we're going to get he made $600 for that week. So we go back over here and he puts $600. So how much extra did he actually make for that overtime premium for those 8 extra hours? Well, we know through our calculations earlier that he makes $12.50 an hour. We already gave him an extra $100 for the time that he worked, but he needs that extra overtime premium, which is half of that. So he has actually earned $6.25 extra for his overtime premium, and he worked 8 hours. So he's going to get an extra $50. So we put $50 in there. Well, what is his total? His total is going to be how much he earned plus the overtime premium, which gets us $650. Well, how much has he earned through the 40th week? If we go back to the book, it tells us that O'Clock has earned $19,820 through the 39th week. So we say this is going to be equal to the 650 plus the $19,820. $820. So he up to the 40th week, O'Clock has earned $20,470. All right. Well, what about his FICA taxable earnings? Let's do the FICA first. The FICA the book tells us that on page 143, if we go back to it, that an 8% rate on all problems in this particular book is going to be applied. And if we go back to the problem here, we can see that the FICA is simply going to be this times 0.08 for the 8%. So he's going to be charged $52 on his FICA. Now his FICA taxable earnings is going to be the full thing, $650. How much was his income tax withheld? Income tax withheld, if we go back over to the problem, he had $150 withheld from his income taxes. So, what is his actual earnings? His actual earnings is going to be the 650 minus his FICA, which is 52, minus the income tax withheld. He has made $448.